Heroes and legends, how's it going? My name is OmniFlash and I am your guide to Diablo Immortal. Blizzard has given me pre-access to a special build for the December 13th update, and I'm going to show you just what it is. This is a game changer. Today we're going to dive into the groundbreaking new update that is going to flip dungeon farming on its head. That's right, Blizzard has just introduced challenge dungeons, and these bad boys are going to revolutionize how you farm your green set items. Stick around to find out how you can farm greens twice as fast and overcome some of the craziest challenges Diablo Immortal has ever thrown at you. Okay, so what is the big change? Alright, so here's the deal. In the past, farming green items was a grind. You had to run random dungeons and pray you would hit the guaranteed green after 7 runs. But no more. With challenge dungeons, you will not have to randomize and just pray to the gods anymore. You will be able to get a green set item guaranteed every 5 runs. That's right. No more running random dungeons all day just to get one single piece once a week that you can use. Now you can target farm the dungeon that you need. You can target farm, plus you will be guaranteed a green once every 5 runs. And get this, the first run of the week gives you a guaranteed chest with a green set item in it. It's like Christmas morning every single week. Alright, there's a catch, right? Is there a catch? Of course there's a twist. Challenge dungeons do live up to their name. Enemies in these dungeons have 500% more HP, and they deal 200% more damage. You heard me right. This isn't your grandma's dungeon crawl. You have to actually focus for these challenge dungeons. You have to make your builds, optimize them to succeed. You want to get the best essence on your legendaries for maximum damage output. It's time to dust off those high damage builds and team up with 3 of your friends to melt through these beefed up monsters. Now in this video, I got some Spectre allies to come fight with me. They don't really do much. Now, the Spectre allies aren't very strong. You're gonna definitely need to recruit 3 other people. Now on the test server, there's no one on there. Just a few creators, a few Diablo partners. So I'd have to solo it, pretty much. So the character that I'm using is a pre-made. It's about 6k resonance. So this is not going to be a walk in the park. Although the gems that was on this character was questionable. This pre-made character had Zwinsons. It had really questionable gems on it. Yeah, never mind. Also, the challenge dungeons don't just crank up the difficulty. They also add random modifiers to keep you on your toes. Here are some of the forces of hell you might face. For example, there's the big problem. Enemies are larger. You are smaller. And the bosses keep growing until they enrage. Then there's lasers. Enemies shoot lasers at you. You know, when you did your challenge rifts and the elites have these lasers that one-shot you? Yes, those lasers are back. And you better dodge those lasers. I've been hit by those in this game, and they do hurt. Bad blood. Pools of blood slow and damage players after enemies die. So yeah, you do not want to sit in that blood. You do not want to die. Bolstered. Non-boss monsters get shields and speed boosts to their allies. See, non-boss monsters are shielded. They're like paladins. Next, we have Rain of Fire. Fireballs rain from the sky, leaving zones of fire. So you want to stay out of the fire. Sacrificial power. Skills have reduced cooldowns, but cost life to use. So in these dungeons, you're going to be using a lot of primary attack. You can use skills, but you don't want to kill yourself by using too many skills. Lava eruption. Lava periodically erupts underneath the players, so you better not stand still for too long. Speed run. Finish within a time limit and you will be rewarded. So you'll get more rewards if you can speed run the dungeon. I have not been able to get a speed run modifier. It'd be interesting what you get, but I hope that the rewards are really good. Swarming. More normal monsters throughout the dungeon. So you just get more monsters to fight. S-Class. More elite monsters for bigger challenges. I think S-Class is going to be really good. You'll be able to get more elites and they will drop more gear. I mean, elites are always nice. They give you more gems. They also give you more contracts, more runes. I love elite monsters. Gauntlet. No normal monsters, but bosses are stronger. So the whole dungeon has no normal monsters. All you got are strong boss monsters. Heightened senses. Monsters are faster and detect you more easily. Well, I don't think that's going to change too much. Conjurer. Monsters and bosses summon doppelgangers. That's going to be interesting. If your boss summons extra bosses, Conjurer I also want to see. Bountiful. Combat globes drop more often. That's going to be nice. I always want another extra frenzy orb. Greed spoils. Skip straight to the final boss, but the boss will be tougher. And that's always been my favorite. Get you skip straight to the boss and get your greens. These modifiers will make each run fresh and unpredictable. Will you face raining fireballs or an army of elites? Or maybe you'll skip the entire dungeon and head straight towards the boss. So, now you need some strategies for success. So how do you prepare for these chaotic challenge dungeons? First, you need to build a dungeon raiding setup. Focus on high AoE damage and survivability. So, for example, you're going to need some shields. You're going to have some crowd control to prevent yourself from getting exploded on. Also, you want to deal as much damage as you possibly can. Second, communication is key. Grab 3 friends who are ready to coordinate and adapt to these modifiers. Third, don't forget about those old dungeons. If you're a newer or weaker player, you can still farm greens the traditional way. Blizzard didn't take that option away. I've already done testing on these challenge dungeons, and I could show you the whole, all the runs, but that would be a very long video, and you probably don't want to watch me just running dungeons. But let me tell you, they are insane. So on my first run, I didn't get a green, but I did get that chest, which guaranteed me a green for, per week. But on my third run, I had a green drop, and the speed and rewards are incredible. But you'll definitely feel the heat from these modifiers. These dungeons are going to be harder, and you can't just follow your way through. You're going to have to build your character for raids. It's going to be a challenge raid build. You're going to have to build yourself and able to push yourself to the limit. So, are you ready to take on the challenge dungeons? Alright, so right here I'm changing the slinger build. The preset slinger build is bad. So yeah, I mean you don't have to. So I'm changing the slinger build, so I sure was feeling like the lack of damage when I was running that first dungeon. So anyways, let me know in the comments below what modifiers you think will be the toughest, and share your strategies for taking these challenge dungeons down. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss out on the latest Diablo Immortal updates. Now go grab your friends and conquer the challenge dungeons. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.